What's up, you guys? It's your girl Janelle back with another video, and today I'm showing you guys my updated wash and go routine from shampooing all the way down to styling to get these popping curls. Okay, I'm even gonna show you guys some before and afters because girl, the growth, y'all have to see it. So, and I don't mean literal hair growth, I just mean the growth in our routine, our techniques, all that. So let's just jump right into it, okay? So before I even get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button so you're notified every single time I post a new video about natural hair, beauty, fashion, all that fun stuff, lifestyle, vlogs. We lit over here. Okay, so like I said, we're jumping right into this and I'm already in the shower. I wanted to show you guys this part because the shampooing and conditioning part of this routine is super duper important for making sure I get a really poppin' wash and go. So I'm gonna shampoo with the Carol's Daughter Monoi collection shampoo. I absolutely love this collection. It's so good. My hair loves it. It smells amazing. And it works really well with my hair, I think. So that's what I'm using today, both the shampoo and the conditioner. And I'm just working the shampoo through my hair, making sure I get good clean, okay? Because we don't want no buildup. We want a squeaky clean canvas to start on, okay? So I actually did a lather, rinse, and repeat because as you can see, I missed that whole back section. Like, girl, what is you doing? Like, let's try that again. So I definitely went in a second time with the shampoo to make sure I got everything. And as you will see this time around, I got everything, okay? So I want you guys to know that I started this wash day on stretched hair, like an old Bantu knot out. So as you can see, my curls are already back. They're already popping and ready to go, but we still need to condition. So I'm still working this shampoo through my hair, just making sure I get everything. I don't want to miss a spot this time around. And then once I'm done, of course, I'm gonna rinse it out and then we're gonna move on to conditioning. I'm gonna skip deep conditioning today. I'm just gonna do a regular condition because my hair's been doing really, really well, to be honest. So I find that I don't have to deep condition as often as I used to. To condition, I'm using the Camille Rose Moroccan Pear Conditioning Custard, one of my favorite conditioners. I also love the Monoi conditioner as well. I'm just using this today. I switch up the shampoo and conditioner depending on how I feel, but these are just some of my favorite products that I like to use and products that I've been using most recently. Look at them curls, honey. Yes, yes, poppin'. I love this conditioner. It has so much slip. I love this line. Okay, you guys. So I'm just showing you guys some close-ups, some texture shots so you guys can get an idea of what my real hair type looks like because girl, it was not looking like this before. But yeah, I just want to show you guys so you can get an idea of what we're working with here so you can see if your hair is similar to mine or not. And also just making sure to really work that conditioner in, girl. And one thing about conditioning, I should have actually added more water to my hair here, thanks to my stylist for that tip. But when you're conditioning, you wanna make sure that you are adding a lot of water to your hair. You wanna make sure your hair is soaking wet, that you're re-adding water as you're applying the conditioner. Just marry that water and that conditioner and get as much in there as possible. You know, if you feel like you don't have enough conditioner, try putting more water in first and then add more conditioner if you need to. But usually the problem is that you need more water and not more conditioner. But once I've left that in for about 3 to 5 minutes and I've finger detangled a little bit, I'm gonna wash that conditioner out and we're gonna move right on to styling. So I'm gonna spray a little bit of this Jasmine and Mimosa Moisture Rich Leave-In from Bebe Michelle Naturals, and I have a code for you guys if you wanna go ahead and use that. I'm just using this because it smells really good and it adds some extra slip, but it's not entirely necessary because my hair is super moisturized at this point. To style, I'm gonna use the Camille Rose Curl Maker. I Absolutely love this gel. Definitely one of my favorites. Top 2, and girl, it's not 2. So of course, for wash and goes, I need to make sure that my hair is soaking wet. So I'm constantly reapplying water as I'm working the gel through my hair. And I do this in sections to make sure that I get every single strand. I'm still working my way up to applying the gel all over my hair, you know, right after conditioning. My stylist is gonna show me how to do that. But today, girl, we gonna do it section by section like we're used to, and we gonna get these curls poppin', okay? Do we still say that? I don't even know. I'm a little hyper right now. But yeah, so I'm just working the curl maker into my curls, and then I use the Felicia Leatherwood brush to detangle, because if you noticed, I didn't really do a lot of detangling, but I really didn't need to be honest with you. But the Felicia Leatherwood helps to get out any extra knots and helps to define my curls and set them even more than if I was just to use my fingers. But I could still get away with just using my fingers if I wanted to be honest with you. The brush is just for extra reinforcement, if you will. Look at that. Look at that. Curl pop. Oh, girl. Yes. Okay, so once I'm done applying the product all over my hair, I'm going to shake that out to separate my curls and, you know, get that shape right. And this is what we're looking like before we get to drying. The curls are popping, honey. The curls are popping. And now I want to show you guys the before and after. Here is a wash and go that I did in 2017 or 2018. And girl, look at the difference. Just look at the difference. My curls were so frizzy, so not defined. Yes, my hair was longer, but it was so dry and thirsty that my curls almost wanted to pop. But not quite. Okay, so now this is what my hair looks like when it's all dry, and here's some more before and afters. This is that same wash and go at the end of that day where it was almost dried, but not fully. And girl, can we just take a moment of silence? Because what is that? I was really trying my best, okay? A for effort, but this was just not it. You know what that is, girl? Growth. That's what that is. Okay. So to dry my hair, I sat under a hooded dryer for about 30 minutes, which I didn't show, but I'm going to just take my blow dryer and get some sections that didn't quite dry all the way, because my dryer is old and ghetto and doesn't dry my hair all the way. But now we're gonna get to like styling this wash and go, because I'm not a huge fan of this first day hair. So to style, I'm gonna be using this Locs Edge Control, which I absolutely love, Black owned and local. She's in Fort Lauderdale, I think. Not sure if she still is, but she was. And we're gonna do 2 puffs, as you guys saw in the beginning. So I'm just gathering one side of my hair as much as I can. Y'all know my hair is a little bit short in the back, so it's kind of hard to get everything into the scrunchie. But I'm just using this toothbrush that I use for my baby hairs to smooth out the gel and smooth out the hair in the front and just make it look nice and shiny and cute. And then I'm going to take my scrunchie and pull it around the hair, which, like I said, it doesn't get all the hair in the back, but I'm just going to secure the hair in the back with a bobby pin. Or 2 or 3. I'm gonna do the same with the other side. Now, I wasn't doing a great job on the camera here, you guys. So eventually I got up and went to my bathroom mirror and like fixed it, but this is the gist of what I did, okay? So once I've gotten my hair up into the 2 puffs, I'm gonna lay my baby hairs down with that same edge control and with that same brush and swoop the baby hairs and make them look all slick and whatnot, because we're going for that sleek look today, okay, honey? And this is what it looks like. And I'm gonna set my baby hairs by tying a silk scarf around my edges while I do my makeup for about 20 to 30 minutes or so. And bam, yes, face is beat, honey. Okay, so let's remove this satin scarf and see what the final results are. Drum roll, please. Bam! Yes, honey, look at these baby hairs, okay? The swoop-de-doops. the curl definition, the shine. I mean, 2017 Janelle could never. You know, I used to think wash and goes weren't for me, but I was just doing them wrong the whole time. I was doing my whole hair routine wrong the whole time. And all I needed to do was simplify it and take my time. And look at how poppin' these curls are, you guys. So poppin'. Okay, so that is my wash and go routine. This is how I do it every single time. And I get popping curls every single time. That's the end of this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was helpful. If it was, give your girl a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below, what is your favorite gel to use for wash and goes? Follow me on social media. My handle is @JanelleSequiraXO. All the information will be in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.